Have you ever went to watch a spooky movie and after you started watching said to yourself, is this really a horror movie? We here at Three Lame Guys have also asked ourselves this question many times. As you can tell, we're a fan of the genre. TJ and I asked Google to give us a list of horror movies in the last 20 years and then decided we would tell you. Is it a horror movie? Before we get started, there are rules. This is the last one. Thanks for watching, but let's get to part 6 of Is It a Horror Movie? Take it away, Nerd Jared and TJ. All right, the final video is here. Thank you for sticking with us, but tonight, for the 6th time, we asked you, is it a horror movie? And we're going to get started off with the remake of the movie Boogeyman from a couple years ago. TJ, what'd you think about Boogeyman?
I liked Boogeyman. I thought it was a really good movie. I like the fact that, I mean, if my memory's not failing in my old age,
it is.
But like you don't really get to see like the full form of the creature.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think that adds to the mystique of it. I liked it. I thought it was good. It was cookie cutter. You know, if you watched our last video, you know, very cookie cutter. Something's happening. Go find someone it happened to before. Try to figure out how to beat it.
Get advice that may or may not work.
Yeah, then don't really beat it kind of thing. I mean, it was a good movie.
You did get to see a reveal, but it wasn't really a full reveal, and it wasn't until the end, which I like. I like the elements of the dark, like you said, where you can see aspects of the Boogeyman, but not enough to really give you... I mean, you get an idea, and that idea is terrifying, and that's the whole point of it. So Boogeyman, right off the bat, we're getting them started. Boogeyman, is it a horror movie?
Yep.
Yes, it is. Tell you what else might be a horror movie. Barbarian. TJ, Barbarian was, it was a movie, all right.
It was a movie.
I think it had all the aspects of, like, everything that horror movies should be, with the exception of it really doesn't let you know that there's like a supernatural aspect. And while that is...
It feels like a supernatural aspect of it.
It does, though.
Like, I mean, it's all about like this bed B&B kind of thing, right? Whatever, Airbnb, bed B&B.
Bed B&B.
Yeah, I'm tired. The secret room, the tunnels underneath the house, and just all that kind of creepiness right there just makes me never, ever in a million years ever want to rent an Airbnb. Like, I will stick with hotels, you know, because at least you can go online and find out if the hotel's haunted.
Right.
But
even if they don't list it on the website, somebody will tell you.
Exactly. But, you know, hey, I have an Airbnb for rent, and then you go there and find out that some weird sadistic crap happened, and you're like, yeah, that's kind of creepy.
Barbarian, is it a horror movie? Yes, it is. Up next on the list is Prometheus, the prequel to Alien. Now, what do we say about Alien and Aliens and the rest of them?
It's not a horror movie if there's aliens.
That's right. I feel like Prometheus was an excellent prequel to Aliens. I thought a very good movie, had a very good cast, very good acting, all around great. But is it a horror movie?
No.
It's not. So should we go ahead and just knock this one out?
Yeah, it's a sci-fi movie.
It's a sci-fi movie.
It's not a horror movie. So yeah, let's just go ahead and knock it out. No.
Prometheus. Sorry. All right, up next, Stephen King's thriller, The Mist. It's a movie about people being trapped in a grocery store. It's a horror movie.
Yeah. We worked in a grocery store. We know.
Oh, yes. We know. But The Mist, is it really a horror movie? It's not. I mean, it's good.
It's sci-fi.
It's sci-fi.
I mean, it's sci-fi. There's a lot of, you know, the groupthink aspect of
yes.
all the people in the grocery store. I mean, it's a creature feature, sure. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of, like, dramatic stuff that happens in the movie, but I don't know that I would call it a horror movie.
The bad guy is not necessarily... It is the aliens, but it's not the aliens. The bad guys in this movie are the people.
Yeah.
The aliens are just keeping them from going outside. I mean, yes, it's going to unalive them if they go outside, but I mean, I think what King was trying to tell us is like, hey, look at how bad people are and not how bad the aliens are, even though the aliens are kind of bad too.
Yeah, and well, I mean, they're just existing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like malicious that they're doing
It's
this
just,
stuff.
They're aliens. That's what they do.
Yeah, you know, but the people, that's the maliciousness, that's the evil, and the grocery store setting just adds to it. So yeah,
exactly.
So, but The Mist, is it a horror movie?
No, it's not. Sorry. Tell you what else isn't a horror movie. Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's is a cute movie based upon internet video game that has a good concept and if done right could be, I think, honestly, a really good horror movie. The problem with this is they really engineered this and made this for kids that like the Five Nights at Freddy franchise, kind of the games, but also gave the adults a little bit so that they weren't bored out of their skulls in the process. Having said that, it's not a horror movie because there's nothing really horror about it other than finding out the ghost inside the animatronics, how they got there. But you don't get that until the end, and it's like everything else is like you don't know if it's like they're just robots, are they possessed, what's going on here, especially if you're coming into it cold. If you knew a little bit about the franchise, I could see where you would disagree with us completely on this, and you're wrong. It's not a horror movie.
Yeah, it's more of a slasher kind of thing.
It does fall into more of the slasher category. We don't count them. Slashers are by themselves. They're in their own category. So, Five Nights at Freddy's, TJ?
Nope.
No way. Speaking of other piles of crap, nope. TJ? What'd you think about the flying butthole monster that was Nope?
I thought it was funny. I thought it was
funny.
It was a clever movie. I liked the movie. I mean, it wasn't horrible.
It really wasn't.
But it's not a horror movie. I mean, if it's for one, it's an alien, but it's not just an alien. It's an alien butthole hidden in a cloud.
So I think that's what did it for me, quite honestly. I think like up until that point, you're like, what is it? What's going on? Like you still get the alien vibe because it has a very Signs feel. Like they keep prodding, things keep going on. They run outside, something's on the roof, something keeps taking my cattle. So you kind of got the vibe to begin with. Hey, it's aliens. And then the moment they're like, the cloud's moving, you're like, oh, okay, the aliens are hiding in the cloud. And then you find that it is the cloud, and then it shows the cloud, and I was like, oh, we got this far into the movie so that alien could show us his butthole. Oh, okay, all right. And that did it in for me. Yeah. But two things. I mean,
there's some cool stuff in
it. Oh,
like
definitely,
when the butthole like sucked up all the circus area or whatever.
When the butthole soaked up the circus?
Yeah, I mean, that was funny. But I mean, the way we're explaining it, obviously, not a horror movie.
It's not a horror movie, and who wouldn't want to suck up a complete circus with their butthole? Yeah. I know I would. But nope. Is it a horror movie?
Nope.
Nope. All right, up next on the list is The Exorcism of Emily Rose, and I can say right off the bat, TJ, this is not a horror movie. This is a very, very, very well done drama about a horrific situation, also based on a true story, if I'm not mistaken. Just because it has the word exorcism in the title, this movie is very much more about the actual trial that takes place between the father and who's Emily's priest, and whether or not he's guilty of murder.
Yeah, I mean, basically, you just nailed it. It's more focused on the trial than anything. I think the actual exorcism stuff is like very sparse throughout the movie. The actual possession stuff is very sparse throughout the movie. But it mainly focuses on the priest and his murder trial. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut to it. I don't think this is a horror movie.
It's a few good men, but with demons. But is it a horror movie? No, it's not. It's a damn good movie, though, and as far as I'm concerned. Also a damn good movie on the list, World War Z. TJ, what'd you think of World War Z as a zombie movie?
It's a fine zombie movie. I don't like the fast-moving zombies. I hate the fast-moving zombies.
We're Romero to the core, guys.
Yeah, I mean, the Romero, the Walking Dead kind of zombies, where the rotting corpses, that's a zombie. Like, I mean, I understand, well, in nature and blah, 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 and you can all kiss my ass. I don't care. Romero, king of the zombies.
Zombies can't run.
Zombies should not run, and they should not be able to climb and make pillars of people to where they can get over a wall. I mean, it was an action movie is what it was. It was very much an action movie.
An action movie sprinkled with zombie things.
Zombie-esque things.
Yes.
Yeah.
And got the dramatic element in there, too, of like he has to find the cure because his family's on the ship and they trust him to find the cure. So, like, they had a lot of things going on. But basically, it boiled down to an action movie. Was it a horror movie? Probably not. But was it? I thought if you take away all the things that we're deconstructing, I thought World War Z was a great movie.
Oh, I love the movie. It's
very
fantastic.
entertaining.
Yeah.
But having said that, is it a horror movie?
No,
sorry, Brad Pitt. Up next on the list, this is supposed to be the direct sequel to The Shining, Dr. Sleep, with Ewan McGregor. TJ, what'd you think of Dr. Sleep?
It was a good movie. It was a good sequel to The Shining. I liked all the callbacks, all the references and everything to The Shining. I mean, it was just as creepy, if not creepier. It was a good movie.
What I like about this movie, too, is like, not only is it Ewan McGregor, but he acts opposite the fantastic Rebecca Ferguson, who is sort of the yin to his yang. But it really kind of goes in more into depth of what The Shining actually is, what your Shining is, and those gifts and how they can use them. And, of course, they get a newcomer involved. I thought very well done. Probably one of the better movies I've seen in the last 10 years.
Very creepy, very Shining-esque. I mean, they went back to the Overlook, which was nice.
Yeah. All right, Dr. Sleep. Is it a horror movie? You're right, it is. All right, up next on the list, and this could be considered a horror movie or it could be considered a Christmas movie, but Krampus, the age-old Austrian and German, opposite Santa Claus, gonna come down the chimney, but instead of giving you presents, he's gonna stuff you in a bag and whip you. They added a little bit for this movie. You had cookie bread monsters, you had a bunch of other toy monsters, a big giant slug of a snake monster thing that was pretty gross. But is Krampus a horror movie?
Is this the one where like they trap them in the snow globe or something?
Yes.
At the end of the yeah, no, it's a good horror movie for around Christmas time, but I would not classify this as a horror movie in the least. I mean, this has got like David Koechner in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I mean, he is,
and he plays this ultra gun loving redneck.
It's more of a comedy.
Type.
I found this more of a comedy.
Again,
Like,
not that there's anything wrong with that. No, it definitely was. It had more of a comedy feel to it. There were serious elements, but they weren't too overly serious. All the villains that Krampus came, again, the toys, the gingerbread man, it was designed to be funny, but sort of, I wouldn't even say scary, but like spooky-esque. Like, imagine being attacked by a ginger man with a sharpened candy cane.
It's like a slasher without the slashing.
Right. Yeah, it's a slasher without the slashing. Overall, Krampus, for entertainment, Krampus was an 8 out of 10. For a horror movie, not so much. So, TJ, anything else you want to add about Krampus, or should we just send this baby to the trash?
Let's just send it to the trash.
Krampus?
No.
No way, Jose. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Again, this list, well, Google inspired it. Wikipedia really gave it to us. But up next on the list is the M. Night Shyamalan thriller from Manila, The Happening. Now, this guy right here, The Happening is his favorite movie.
You know what really pisses me off about this movie is the fact that this movie, it had so much build up, and I was really looking forward to it. I saw the preview and the trailer to this movie, and it was so awesome. It was like, okay, it's like weird stuff's happening. People are suddenly just unaliving themselves for no reason. We don't know what's going on. It's The Happening.
The Happening is nothing more than the shit that I took like 2 hours ago. That was more The Happening than this movie. My God, piece of crap. You know what it was? It's the plants. The plants. Oh my God, it's the plants. What? No, it's the stupid plants. Oh, their Mother Earth is sitting here and they're like, oh, yeah, there's too many people. I'm wondering, we're going to start, doing something about it. My God, the premise of this piece of crap was utterly and just ridiculous. I mean, you can tell how bad this movie was just from the acting in the movie. Like, none of the actors even, believed in anything that they were doing. They were just, it's like they were reading the lines from the script and there was no acting involved.
What? No.
It is the biggest piece of crap that I've ever seen. And that includes what I took 2 hours ago. Like, this movie, surpasses it. Jeez, I could rant on and on about this stupid movie. But if anyone ever tells me The Happening is a horror movie, I tell you this.
The Happening is a piece of shit and not a horror movie, okay?
So you didn't like it?
Not at all, no.
Okay, all right. I don't think I really have anything to add to that. TJ kind of feels like I feel, but
it's the letdown. My gosh, it was the letdown. It's like the trailer was like, oh my God, this is M. Night Shyamalan. This is going to be awesome. We saw signs. We saw the stupid Sixth Sense or whatever it was. This is going to be amazing. It's like, we don't know what's going on. And then it's the plants. F your plants.
The Happening. Is it a horror movie? No.
When you can defeat the villain without watering them, and then the other movie is you defeat the villain by watering them, like, he has no concept of anything. It's stupid.
You have no concept of villainry, sir. Okay, and finally, I feel like this is kind of a letdown in a way, but finishing off our part 6 of Is It a Horror Movie is the Daniel Radcliffe masterpiece, The Woman in Black. And TJ, I know you weren't a fan of it. You probably didn't watch it as many times as I did. But The Woman in Black, even though it's PG-13, it's ghostly, it's spooky. It's a horror movie.
Yeah, I'm going to defer to you on this one. I mean, I have a hard time watching anything he's in without being like, come on, Harry, pull out your wand. Once you
exactly. You could have just solved this entire thing by just...
Expelliarmus
Dominatus.
Yeah, I mean, it's just weird shit.
We just made a chicken hatch somewhere in Germany, I think. I don't know my list of Harry Potty smells. I don't know my list of Harry Potty smells.
Damn Harry Potty movie.
Isn't that something that your grandma would say? Yeah. That when she's like, I don't like them Harry Potty films.
I don't like them Harry Potty films, Junior.
Is that the guy from Harry Potty? I don't know why all of a sudden my grandma's from Brooklyn.
Because all grandmas got
All grandmas are from Brooklyn a little bit. Turn off the Harry Potty, come to bed. Spaghetti's getting cold, whatever they say. I don't know. I'm not from New York. I just
Forget about it.
Forget about it. I just offended every New Yorker possibly.
That's fine
that I
if
could.
they like and subscribe.
And their mothers. By the way, if you're from New York here tonight and you're watching this video, like and subscribe. Woman in Black, though, what do you think? Was it a horror movie?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's a horror movie. All right, that's going to do it. We thank you so much for sticking around through 6 parts of these videos. We are taking a month off from this stuff next month. All right, like the video, please. We hate it when you do that, especially if you hate us. If you like us and like the video, then we like you. Comment below. Tell us, were we right? Were we wrong? Were we indifferent? Are we experts? Yes, we are. Let us know. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, especially if you did not like it. That'll get us so mad. Oh, yeah. You'll show us a darn good showing if you subscribe to this video and you didn't like us.
You know what? I'm going to say something before we wrap this up. You know, for the 3 people who end up watching this, I will say this. Go in the comments and tell us your reason why they are or are not. Make an argument. Make a well-constructed argument. Don't just call us stupid and fat. We already know we are.
Not telling us anything new.
Yeah. You know, just go in there and make your arguments. Convince us if it is or is not. And then maybe, just maybe, someone might read that comment. I won't. But he might.
I will. Actually, I won't at first, but Cack will text me and be like, somebody commented on your thing. I'm like, ha, ha, ha. But where was that? Oh, yeah, smash the dinghies. Smash the dinghies, because you smash the dinghy, you'll be notified of all the notifications that are notifying you at the same time you're getting a notification. Notify, 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 smash, 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 dingy, dingy, dingy.
And every time you smash a dinghy, an angel gets its wings.
That's going to do it for us. We'll catch you back on the flip side, wherever the hell that is. Good night. Wait, let's do it like a 90s pause.